Hi everyone on the platform of YourPedia Education, and this particular video is the introductory video of the exam which is going to come, and that is for management training in the domain of material management, and the exam is being conducted by Coal India Limited. So as you know, the exam, this particular Maharatna company is very prestigious and the profile itself is very prestigious. Now the thing is, the syllabus of this exam they have not declared so far, but on the basis of the previous years we have some idea. And also if we talk about material management, this particular my video is the introductory video for what you are supposed to study in that, and how YourPedia is going to mentor you and provide you the content of learning for this particular exam. Since there is no interview and all followed by this written exam assumes lot of importance. तो written exam काफ़ी important है इसमें, and इस video के through you will get to know which are the most important topics in material management for this exam of Coal India Limited. There is no dearth. I mean, students are getting confused. Sometimes they are taking the material management curriculum of the universities, sometimes they are downloading some another exam. In my opinion, the best is to optimize. The syllabus or the content which you have to read, and just start with the most important thing in the beginning. So from where we get an idea which is the most important thing is, we get that idea from the material management itself. I mean, what is material management? What do we mean by that? And in that certain terms will come, and I will keep on telling you which is the most important topic from where we can start it. So let us start with this particular lecture now about the material management. The first slide is related to, and you can also take this entire document, this document which I prepared, that is very relevant, and I am very sure the content and notes which we will be making, questions are going to pop up from there. So first slide is related to what do we understand by material management. I don't think some direct question is going to come from here, but we should know material management is the process of planning, organizing, directing logistic activities including materials and inventory. So from there we came to know that planning, like we say, production planning and scheduling, so that particular component becomes important. And planning is important part of that, scheduling is important part of that. Then inventory is something which is very important part. So planning is there, executing is there, follow up is there. So all those things are part of material management. So why we want to control the movement of material, and when we said movement of material and equipment, so that means in the industry there is a way how the material flows, there is a way how material and manpower flows, right? So that flow is also important topic then for us. So how that is flowing, and we need to have all the material in advance with us. So purchase order and everything whatever we want to do, that should be done at reasonable price so that it becomes available. So inventory management, then procurement, purchase order, flow of the material, planning and scheduling, this becomes important topic. We should know that material management is the component of supply chain process. It is a component of supply chain process, and that brings us to an important topic of supply chain management also. We will be having one lecture on supply chain management also. So that means if production is going on, we should have material with us. We have to plan that how much material we want to use. But suppose our planning is not good, we may purchase more material and that will go waste. And suppose our planning is wrong, we could not foresee, forecasting we could not do. So forecasting is also important topic along with inventory. Suppose forecasting we could not do properly, then what will happen is there will be a shortage of the material and we will lose the customer and business. That is another loss. So how to then properly manage that particular inventory, that is an important topic. So it is a core function of supply chain management as we know, and it is related to planning and execution so that material requirement are met. So controlling and regulating the flow of material, and also seeing other variables like what is the demand, what is the cost, what is the availability, what is the quality, and delivery schedule. So that means even quality becomes an important part. When we say material, then we should not purchase material only on the basis of the cost. You say, sir, this is the cheap material, but cheap material quality also is to be seen. That means when we are procuring the material, what are the parameters? When we are procuring materials, the parameters should be cost also, availability also, quality also, reliability also. So these become the important topic for our entire syllabus then. So this is what we are saying is there are some variables like how much is the demand, that forecasting say will get to know, what is the cost, important thing, availability of that material, quality. Sometime lot of material is available, good quality material is available. If the demand increases, I can get it. So we will go for just in time. But suppose when demand increases, we know that availability is not there. You are sitting on the remote location, then just in case we will go for, not just in time, but just in case. So that brings us to another topic of pull and push system of production. We will discuss about that also. So material management, what did we understand? Sir, it is the process of planning, organizing, directing, controlling flow of material, and material manager plays a very important role in all these. And that brings us to another topic, material manager. And what are the other names of material manager? What are the roles and responsibilities of the material manager? What material manager does? That is also important topic now. So his role will also come. Material manager is obviously different from project manager, product manager, sales manager, general manager, production manager. So we should see what is the this particular manager, that is a material manager. So what is the objective of material management? There are some certain things which are very important, and then there are certain things which are secondary objective, primary objective. Primary objectives are something which are very important. Like material management should provide us material at good quality material, available, no shortage, at the right time, and low cost of procurement, and quality should be consistent. So continuous basis we should get, those are the primary objective of material management. One or the other question can be framed, and I will give you questions also how this can be done. Now what are the main functions of material management? So I could get this very good slide. It's a material planning, sir, purchasing, and when we say purchasing, there is a purchasing order, that is a very important document. Receiving and inspection, that brings us to another important topic, that okay, inspection is also part of that. Warehousing, storing, that is important. Transportation, inward, outward means within the organization and outside the organization to customer. Inventory control, material handling, disposal of the scrap or waste, this entire what we talk about the waste material, that how it is to be disposed of. Value analysis. So value analysis again is important topic, quality important topic, forecasting important topic, inventory another important topic, ERP, MRP another important topic. So this lecture is going to give us an idea that what are the most important topic in material management which we should prepare. That is how we will understand. Value analysis itself is a very interesting topic, and we should do it. Now what material manager does? What is the role of material manager? Sir, he will determine the amount of material required and what is the material already in our storage stock. Replenishment, how to fill, when to fill, from where to fill. Inventory level, I mean you already have now discussed in the topic of inventory. We will be talking about what are the various inventory models, what is the ABC analysis, what are the break even points, so sorry, this economic order quantities. So all those things we have already done in the inventory model and forecasting models. So material manager is very closely associated with inventory models, forecasting models, and he decides when particular thing is to be replenished, what are the types of inventories. And communication is also very important thing, and for that we will be talking about enterprise resource planning, material requirement planning, MRP, ERP, and the softwares of Oracle, SAP, whatever we talk about, we will be discussing about those things also. That is the role of material manager. So what material management is? It involves the assessing of material quality also, to make sure that we get the demand and lowest cost. So good quality material available at right time at the lowest cost as per our planning, as per our scheduling. That is the main objective of the material management. So good quality material available in right amount, whatever we want, the quantity, at the right time, at the right place. So there are a couple of R's. We will be talking about 5 R's. There are 5 R's: right material, right quantity, right time. So that is something from right source. We will be talking about those 5 R's. They are very important. It adds to the value of finished product. So material is something if the good quality material you are using, suppose I am using the good quality cloth, then my cloth, ultimately the dress which I am wearing will also be good quality. So the raw material quality has great role to play in the ultimate quality of the finished product. So the quality is important topic, and you add the value to that. So value analysis, quality, so those are very, very important topics. Procurement of machinery and other equipment is a part of that in the material, because material handling is something which we have to do. So procurement is also important topic in material management. Then what are the typical roles in material management? What is the meaning of this is, when you join Coal India Limited as a material manager executive, as the management trainee or something, what roles you have to do, what activity you will be doing? You will be doing activity of inventory analyst, maybe inventory control managers, material planners, expediters, so or hybrid roles, buyers or planners. So these are the various specializations or roles which actually are related to material management. So regardless of the role, main objective of the material management is to ensure optimum inventory level. That is something which is very, very important. So these topics which I am again and again telling you, they are very important topics, and we should start from these topics like inventory, forecasting, and quality, value engineering. These are important topics. I was talking you about these 5 R's of material management, very, very important. And if we understand these 5 R's, we understand what material management is. So material management is all about 5 R's. What? Right material. Right means good quality material. Right material for particular purpose. Right time. If you get the material late, it does not serve purpose. Right time. Then right amount, quantity should be right. Right cost, price should be good. Right source, from where you have got it. Source is also very important, because later on we will discuss about vendors and suppliers. That also becomes important topic. Procurement, vendor and supplier, forecasting, inventory, value engineering, quality control, ERP, MRP. So many students are saying, sir, can you tell in material management which are the 20 most important topics, 25 most important topics? If we study, majority questions come from there. These are the topics I am talking about. So in this lecture, if you listen thoroughly, you will understand which are those most important topics from where questions will come. So this is how it is basically explaining us. Now, what are the factors that lead to the production shortage? What are the troubles? I mean, we want material, or we want equipment, we want tool only to meet the production target. जो output हमारा है, हमें उसको meet करना है. And अगर हमें उसको meet करना है, तो what can be the trouble? When inventory is not properly replenished. Inventory में सामान नहीं है, तो हमारे पास production shortage आता है. जैसे inventory is not doing good, bill of material, now that is another important topic. Bill of material अगर हमने गलत बना दिया, if the bill of, so what bill of material contains? I told you 2 documents now, purchase order and bill of material. So a bill of material is very, very important topic for, or document for material management. If bill of material is not properly done, it will delay the process. Purchase order may not be suitably created. Inaccurate inventory counts, errors, shipping errors, receiving errors. So these are some of the reasons why there is a delay, or material management is a trouble. Now another way to tell you what are the 4-5 most important elements of material management. So somebody asks you what are the most important elements or components or domains of material management. I am going to discuss those with you. Material requirement planning, this is the first one. MRP, material requirement planning, and MRP is a different topic itself. MRP, ERP, they are the different topics itself. So material requirement planning means it actually helps the profit of the organization, because you need to spend money on whatever you procure. Whatever material you purchase, you need to spend money on that, and money is important resource for organization. So you need to do a lot of planning. Nowadays we talk about just in time, which reduce the inventory. Inventory is good or bad? In the topic of inventory, you will read or study inventory is good or bad. If I ask you that question, depends how you use it. If the inventory is, otherwise you are spending money on inventory and a lot of money is required on that. But if there is a shortage, it may lead you to the more losses. Customer comes and there is a shortage, you are not providing him, then that is not good. So this just in time concept came from Japan. But in the Japan, if we talk about Japan, transportation internal and external is very efficient. If you order now, you will get it soon. I mean, suppose I want lead time is only 3 hours. After 3 hours I want my inventory to be replenished. 3 hours में आ जाएगा, तो मेरे लिए just in time I don't want to stack my material, stock my material in my place. But suppose in our case, like in India, suppose I order today and it will take 1 week for things to come. Now, don't you think I will be, my customers, I will be losing lot of customers in 1 week? So that means just in time is workable or not. So first is planning. How do you do planning? कि कितना मटेरियल चाहिए, कब चाहिए, उसका प्लानिंग करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड द डोमेन फॉर दैट इज एमआरपी. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डोमेन, मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट प्लानिंग. क्या मटेरियल चाहिए तुम्हें, कितना इन्वेंट्री मेंटेन करना है, रिपोर्टिंग कब करना है, और उसके परचेज ऑर्डर कब रिलीज करने हैं, वो सारी चीज मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट प्लानिंग के अंदर आता है. एमआरपी अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट डोमेन है और इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर एग्जाम. सेकेंड कम्स इन्वेंट्री प्लानिंग एंड कंट्रोल. मटेरियल रिक्वायरमेंट प्लानिंग इज वन, एंड देन कम्स inventory planning and control. Finished good, raw material, in process inventory. There are different kinds of inventories. We talk about raw material, purchased goods which we have taken, in process inventory, finished good. There are different categories of inventory, and inventory is a separate topic we are going to study. So inventory planning and control, controlling inventory is also very important domain of material this management. So inventory types, I told you there are different ways you can categorize the inventory: work in process inventory, raw material, finished good inventory. This is a typical 3 categories, and then consumable, whatever you are using, that is also inventory. Raw material, work in process, finished, this is the typical categories. But then some people say that okay, then where we will keep fuel and consumable, day to day में जो हम consume कर रहे हैं उसको कहाँ रखेंगे. तो that organization में that consumable is also one inventory. Then third domain comes purchasing. Purchasing itself is a very big domain. Purchase order, you know, all these things are very very important domain. So material management में this is another domain we are going to cover. So today's lecture as I am discussing with you, in today's lecture I am telling you कि Coal India Limited के लिए material management के लिए पढ़ना क्या है. What are the important topics we have to read, which topics we should focus on. So purchasing is another important domain for that. Purchase order, as I told you, is a very important document. So what is there in the purchase order? Is there a date? Is there expected ship date? Is there vendor number? Is there quantity? Is there cost? क्या है? ध्यान से देखो इसको. Though we will be covering it as a separate lecture, but see this purchase order and just understand what are the things which are there mentioned. Dates are mentioned or not. Flow and supply of material. So flow of supply of material is another very very important domain of material management. So the uninterrupted supply of the material should be there. That is something which is required. Then comes quality control of material. So quality of the raw material, reliability, durability, aesthetics, these are the things in that. So quality itself is an important topic. Quality means conformance to the requirement of customer. Whatever customer want, if you satisfy his want, it is a quality for him. It is related to cost, but not always directly proportional to cost. It is related to need of the customer. So quality may what comes is, in the quality comes that whatever customer wants, you are providing that or not. So there are certain topics we have to study in quality is like quality of the raw material, you know, durability, quality control, and then we are going to study statistical quality control, 7 quality control tools in which charts come. You know, when we talk about bar chart, when we talk about histogram, we talk about the line graphs, we talk about, you know, a Gantt chart. So all these charts come there. Statistical quality control tool comes there. So quality is important topic because we want to prevent the error. Mistakes, error नहीं आना चाहिए. आपने 6 sigma सुना हुआ है. Today companies are talking about 6 sigma. They are going towards 6 sigma. Errorless, no error, no mistake. That is a quality because total quality management में भी वही चीज आता है. That error should not be there. If customer is fully satisfied, you are giving him quality, and error does not satisfy the customer. तो 6 sigma की बात करते हैं हम. So quality से हमें पता लगेगा हमें क्या क्या चीज पढ़नी है. Then durability, reliability क्या है, that also we should know. So what are the 5 primary objective of material management? As I already discussed with you, right time पे we should get, right material we should get, right amount we should get, right cost we should get, procurement cost, and right source, vendor and supplier, we should get it. So these are the 5 R's of material management. We should know that. Then you know there are certain slides which you can understand material management में आता क्या है. हमें सर परचेज ऑर्डर पढ़ना है, इंस्पेक्शन पढ़ना है, लॉजिस्टिक्स पढ़ना है, हमारे पास कोटेशन कैसे फ्रेम करनी है वो पढ़ना है, मटेरियल को रिक्वेस्ट कैसे करते हैं वो पढ़ना है. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ स्लाइड्स विल टेल यू व्हाट वी वांट टू रीड, व्हाट हाउ मच वी हैव टू रीड. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग वी शुड नो. सो मटेरियल मैनेजमेंट एक्टिविटीज में क्या आएगा? सप्लायर सिलेक्शन, purchasing, transportation, warehousing, inventory, and I have already told you what are the various things which we are going to study in the material management. So in this lecture of material management, I discussed with you that in Coal India Limited material management exam mein what we are to study. YourPedia has launched the product now for material management. After a lot of analysis we did, are we in position to provide the best content to all of you for material management? And the answer is yes, and we are going to provide you all this for coming days. Some videos will be available on the YouTube, but largely our content is ready and you can now take the benefit of that content. Prepare for this. Lot of seats are there. I think more than 150 seats are there in material management. So those who are eligible and going to write this exam, prepare well with YourPedia, and I am very sure you are going to enjoy this particular entire course and learn a lot of things, and in the end you are going to clear this exam also. So let's start the journey and keep watching other videos. Thank you.